Imagine having your dreams of moving to Australia hinged on one exam score, one job offer, one visa subclass, only to find the goalposts have shifted. You've planned carefully, saved the funds, secured the offer, and then stricter income thresholds, a reorganized occupation list, hiked fees. Suddenly, what seemed achievable feels just out of reach unless you adjust fast. In 2025, Australia has introduced changes that tighten eligibility, increase costs, and demand more from aspiring migrants. If you don't stay ahead of them, years of planning may result in delays, or worse, disqualification. Key changes in 2025. Here are the main reforms affecting peer visa, skilled migration, student visa holders, employer sponsors, and related immigration pathways. Area what's changed, why it matters. Permanent migration. Program capped the total number of permanent migration places for 2025 to 26 is held at 185,000. No. Increased despite rising demand. This means competition remains tight. More applicants vying for the same number of spots. Skilled migrations share around 71% of these places are allocated to the skilled migration stream. If you're skilled and eligible, there's still opportunity, but the bar is higher. Income and salary thresholds raised as of the 1st of July, 2025. Key thresholds were increased. Core skills OTSMIT. Temporary skilled migration income threshold from tilde. 73,150 Australian dollars, 76,515 Australian dollars. Specialist skills income threshold. SSIT from 135,000 Australian dollars, 141,210 Australian dollars. Many employer-sponsored and skilled worker visa pathways require these thresholds. If the salary offered or expected doesn't meet them, you may not be eligible. New Unified Occupation Shortage list. The previous multiple occupation lists, MLTSSL, STSOL, ROL, are replaced by a single, updated Core Skills Occupation List, CSOL. This means some jobs formerly eligible under older lists may no longer qualify, and you must check if your occupation is listed under CSOL. Student visa rules tighter. Multiple changes. BR, a student visa fees go up. Subclass 500, from 1,600 Australian dollars to 2,000 Australian dollars. From July 1st, 2025. Heavier financial evidence required. For onshore applicants, a valid confirmation of enrolment, CO, is required at the time of visa application. Letters of offer no longer sufficient. Graduate, a temporary graduate. Visa, subclass 485. Age limits reduced, generally to 35 except for masters by research PhD. Stricter English requirements. Students now need more funding. Stronger documentation, often higher English scores. The pathway from student visa PR is more demanding. Employer-sponsored and skills in demand, SID, visa reforms. The old temporary skills shortage, TSS, subclass 482, visa has been replaced by a new skills in demand, SID, visa framework. The SID has streams, core skills, specialist skills, each with specific income thresholds and occupational eligibility. In many cases, the work experience requirement for employer-sponsored PR has been relaxed a bit, but salary and occupation criteria are stricter. If you're being sponsored by an employer, you need to ensure you meet the new thresholds: income, job type, list inclusion. Some previously eligible roles may be excluded. Processing times and fees increased. Many visa subclasses have had fee hikes: student visas, partner visas, skilled migration visas. Changes intended to speed up some processing, especially offshore. Student visas and employer-sponsored streams, but not all have met their targets yet. Higher upfront costs. Even if you qualify, delays or variable processing times may affect plans. Family and partner visas, some simplification and faster processing claimed, but also maintained caps in certain streams, e.g. parent visas. Relationship evidence kept strict. Applicants often in these categories may face longer waits or stricter scrutiny. Implications: what to watch out for. Check your occupation. If your job is no longer on the updated CSOL, you may lose eligibility in several skilled visa streams. Salary offers matter more. Employers need to offer salaries above the new threshold. If you're self-sponsored or your employer is nominating you, ensure the offer meets or exceeds the required amounts. English plus qualifications, stronger English test scores, higher academic credentials, especially Australian education, are even more valued. Student PR transitions more complex. Graduates aiming for PR will need to think ahead, choose courses, accumulate work experience, meet English requirements, align with in-demand occupations, budget for higher fees, be ready for increased visa application charges. Financial planning becomes more critical. Timing matters. Applications submitted before certain cutoff dates may still be assessed under old rules. If you can act early, that may help. Final thoughts. The reality behind Australia's strict PR visa changes in 2025. The 2025 reforms to Australia's PR and migration system are not just administrative tweaks, they reflect a strategic recalibration of national priorities. By tightening eligibility and raising income thresholds, the government aims to filter for high-value, job-ready migrants who can contribute immediately to economic growth and fill critical skill gaps, rather than adding to underemployment or dependency. Economically, this shift aligns with Australia's post-pandemic strategy, boosting productivity, reducing wage exploitation, and maintaining housing and infrastructure balance. Politically, it answers domestic pressure to manage population growth and labour market saturation, a sentiment echoed across many developed nations. However, the consequence is dual-edged. While the reforms promise higher standards and stronger workforce integration, they simultaneously narrow accessibility for international graduates, middle-income workers, and smaller sponsors. From a policy lens, the creation of the Core Skills Occupation List, CSOL, and the Skills in Demand, SID, visa represents a move toward dynamic, evidence-based migration, replacing outdated lists with data-driven adaptability. Yet, the raised thresholds may risk excluding genuine skilled talent from developing regions who cannot meet salary benchmarks despite high competence. For migrants, the new environment demands precision, planning, and proactivity. Success now depends less on luck and more on strategic alignment, choosing the right occupation, meeting higher English and income standards, and adapting to an evolving points ecosystem. In essence, the 2025 PR changes mark a turning point. Australia's migration pathway is still open, but the door has narrowed, favouring excellence, stability, and economic contribution over volume. Those who anticipate and adapt will still find opportunity. Those who don't may find the dream fading at the threshold.